Hey, what's up, YouTube? MemphisMike. Get my mic positioned. MemphisMike coming to you on a Friday. The commute to work. That's right, headed into work. Man, it's a beautiful day. It's 51 degrees. Taking the gold wing into work. Make a little money. Buy more gold wing things. Anyway, hope everybody's having a good week. Been a while since I put out a vid. And just got back riding with my boy Chris Caliente on the gold wing yesterday. And you know what? This kind of, after having a ride with him, it's kind of prompted this video. I thought I would maybe discuss for a few minutes here. I always say briefly, hope it doesn't go too long. Don't want nobody to get bored, you know what I'm saying. But anyway, man, we had a good ride. Only about 80 miles, maybe 200 miles. I know some of you are saying, wow, that's a good day's ride. But you know, as we were talking on the Gold Wing, 200 miles, we felt like we hadn't even been anywhere. And the ride is, the Gold Wing is just, we were talking yesterday, it's just a great bike. It's just a great machine. But what I want to talk about on my way to work today and everything, you know, choosing people who you want to ride with. I've seen different discussions on Facebook, and one topic came up in some of the Gold Wing groups, some of the closed groups, like Honda Gold Wing Riders or Gold Wing Riders Only. These are closed groups that you have to be added to. Anyway, search them out. Sometimes there's some pretty good information in there. If you're on Facebook, I am. I'm a social media junkie at times. But anyway, it's talked about, you know, who do you like to ride with, or what's your preference for riding? Do you like to ride alone? Do you like to carry your favorite passenger? You know, whether that be your girlfriend or your wife, or if you're a female, you know, heck, if you're a female, you may carry your favorite friend with you too. Who knows? Do you like to ride in a big group? Do you like to ride just you and a couple of buddies, maybe 3 or 4 people? What's your preference for riding when it comes to that? And one guy brought up the first thing. He said he just flat right out said off the bat he enjoys riding with his wife, 2 up. They've been married a long time, and that's how he likes to ride. Well, the same here with me. Been married 30-something years. Well, 30 years actually. And me and my wife enjoy riding together. We like to go places together. You know, if I'm on a tour and go out of town, for me, I like to go with her. I don't mind going with other fellas, but, you know, been married 30 years, man. You got your routine set. You know, you get in a hotel, you ain't got to worry about blasting everybody out with snoring and all that. And, you know, your wife or your spouse is used to you. So, you know, that's a good combination. If you are married or you have a significant other. So that's how I like to tour. Now, outside of that, I like to group ride. Most of the group rides, though, are just going to be short rides, a day trip. You know, when I say group, I'm talking about 10 to 20. Maybe a special event, a parade, or a memorial ride for, you know, maybe a fallen police officer or something like that. I enjoy those kind of rides as well. But you got to find people that you are compatible with when it comes to riding. You take like myself and Chris Caliente. Chris likes to moto vlog a whole lot, as you see. Well, what you don't see when Chris motovlogs and I go with him is he has to stop a lot periodically to change out batteries and that. Therefore, he's got to find somebody that's compatible, that's willing to, do that. And you know what? I like it because I like watching his videos, and we like having conversation together. We seem to hit it off together when we ride. So when it comes to a compatible, maybe just two people riding, I found Chris Caliente to be a great rider because we're on the same page. We like to ride. We like to fire up our headsets. We like to communicate. We like to talk. We like to video. If we're riding down the road and he says, Mike, hey, I got to change out my GoPro batteries, well, guess what? I pull over. I don't get upset about it because I know that's what he likes to do, and that's what I like to do. So we're compatible with that. So finding compatible riders is something that's a great thing and can be a frustrating thing if you can't find a compatible group to ride with. I mean, let's face it, if you're on a cruiser, why would you want to go ride with 6 or 8 sport bikes? Because let me tell you, when you get to the curves, chances are they're going to leave you in the dust. And most of those guys, at least the sport bike riders I know, that's what they like to do. Most of them, not all, most, at least in my part of the country, they're not year-round riders, so they meet and they are looking for curves, and they're looking to just wear the curves out. Now, you may be a great rider on your cruiser, and you might be able to keep up with them, but you got to find some people that you're compatible with. Riding in a varied group, age factor comes into it as well. I mean, let's say you got a large group or you got a group of 25-year-olds, 30-year-olds, and you got some 65-year-olds and 70-year-olds riding. Well, this may sound stupid, but let me tell you, just as you get older, and some of you gentlemen know this, 65, 70 years old, you're going to have to stop to pee before you got to get gasoline. You just know how the plumbing works, And 25, 30-year-olds, they can go all day without going to the bathroom, it seems like. So you got to find compatibility. So the age factor could be an issue too as well. You need to be and ride with bikes that are of common denominator. If you're on a big Gold Wing or a big Ultra Classic, you got a 6.5, 7-gallon gas tank where you can go 250 miles on your tank. Whereas opposed to maybe somebody on a cruiser that's got 3.5 or 4 gallons, they're going to have to stop at about the 150 mile mark usually, or they're going to be getting close to that. So you're going to either have to accept the fact you're going to have to stop for fuel more often and be happy with that. So that's some other things to consider, when you're riding together. Okay, is the group that I'm riding with, do we have, common denominator bikes? Now, I'm not saying you cannot ride with those that don't have the same type bike, but as long as you're willing to accept that fact. So you got to consider that. Here's another thing: metric bikes riding with Harley riders. All right, now don't bash me this. I love my Harley friends, but the times I've been on my ride with my Harley friends, every Harley shop they pass, they are going to want to stop. I'm just going to tell you, they're going to want to stop. I can say one thing about Harley: they got some cool biking t-shirts. Every shop has a different type t-shirt, and most, at least that I have been with, they're going to want to stop. So if you're a Honda rider or a Yamaha rider or a Suzuki rider or a Kawasaki rider, be prepared. If you ride with some of your Harley friends, they're going to stop. So that doesn't bother me. I love looking at bikes anyway. The apparel, no, doesn't interest me. Why? Well, I ride metric, so a Harley t-shirt does not interest me. So that's just something to think about. So you got to find people with like minds and like compatibility when you ride, or either it could be a frustrating ride. You know, you got to think about that when you go on trips with your fellas and your guys. You know, hotel accommodations. Are we on the same sleep schedule? What's our eating schedule? Do you like to enjoy your meal and sit down, or do you like to wolf it down and be gone out the door? So these are all different things you got to think about when you ride with people. It's just food for thought. Do you like to camp? Do you like a 5-star hotel? Do you like the sleazy inn? So think about these things when you get ready to ride, and find people that you're compatible with, because it'll make your ride much more enjoyable, I promise you. Anyway, this is MemphisMike on a Friday. I'm fixing to pull into work here, go make a little money for the week. Anyway, thanks for watching, and thank you so much for subscribing, and I love all the comments. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye.